the 76ers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Harden has it up the floor to Tobias Harris. Here comes the screen. Harris. Takes stock of the floor. Harden to Tobias Harris. Shot for James Harden and scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Rubio. To Lopez. No good. Nice pass to set things up. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
The drive, right to the basket. In a flash, scores at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Count the basket inside.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lays it up and in.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
To Embiid. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Cavs come away with it. Off the assist. To Millsap. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Joel Embiid. Now 4 for 9.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
To Embiid. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Count the basket at the rim.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Embiid. Here comes the screen. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, that time it was effective. But a really good defender will put that in their memory bank.
Now a steal by Philly.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Embiid. To Millsap. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Embiid. Off the mark. Mitchell with the basketball. Down by 15. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Robin Lopez swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Lopez. And stuffs it home.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine, and you call it a day.
Cashes in for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
And scores. Strong take. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Harden to Embiid. Got it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Harden buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
It goes down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And counted at the rim.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Robin Lopez with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
No, I missed a short one there. Harden with it up top. His guys leading by 14. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
To Lopez. Love. Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 80% at the line. First try, no good. It's a second, one more coming. Harden with the basketball. They lead it by 14. Fires the 3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. The pass set it all up.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Tobias Harris. The rebound's cleared by the Cavs. Easy path to the rim.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next possession. He bit. Easy layup.
Embiid to Harden. For 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Mitchell. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. He gets it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Harden in possession. Leads 5. Embiid, good for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Harden to Embiid. Pulled in by Kevin Love. LeVert against Tucker. Rubio. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Ricky Rubio. Harden into the front court. Up 5. To Millsap. Tucker. Can't miss those. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
It's in the hands of James Harden. To Millsap. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Knocked loose. Harden. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Tucker. Great look and vision. And Tucker with the rebound. To Embiid. Count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Joel Embiid rejects it. Make that 7.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Harden gets it in the left corner. To Embiid. Popped out. Rebound comes to Mitchell. Mitchell with it up top. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Screen coming. Rubio against Harden. Nice pass to get things going.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Time expires to end the first half. The 76ers have the lead.